Hello dear students, today we are going to start class 9 Social Science Economics chapter 1 The Story of Village Palampur part 4. Students, in this part we will cover topics: the capital needed in farming, sale of surplus farm products, non-farm activities in Palampur. The capital needed in farming. Students, in previous parts we have seen the introduction of Green Revolution in India in the late 1960s, that is to increase the farm products. In that we have seen that modern farming techniques are used to increase the production in the farming sector. But those modern farming techniques needs capital to arrange. So modern farming methods increased the production, but modern farming methods require a great deal of capital, so that the farmer now needs more money than before. Modern farming methods such as use of HYVs, high-yielding varieties of seeds, insecticides, pesticides, etc. require a great deal of capital, so the farmer needs more money than before. Farmers need a large amount of capital to farm their lands. They need to buy many products such as fertilizers, seeds, farming equipments and pesticides. They also require money for the irrigation of land. So there are different works, different equipments, different techniques are needed in the modern farming methods, and to arrange all these factors, farmers they need huge amount of capital to do the investment in farming. But there is need to know that from where they arrange the capital. In farming sector, all the farmers are not having the good resources, they're not having that much capital to do the investment in farming. Some farmers are small farmers and some farmers are big farmers. So let us see from where these farmers arrange capital for the farming. Most small farmers borrow money for the requirement of capital. They borrow money from large farmers or traders that they supply various raw materials for cultivation of land. Most small farmers borrow money for the requirement of capital. They borrow money from large farmers or traders that they supply various raw materials for cultivation of land, or money lenders within the village. These money lenders charge a high rate of interest on the amount borrowed. On the other hand, medium and large farmers are able to manage the required capital with their own savings from farming. So students, here we are able to see that in farming sector, some farmers are small farmers, they are having less resources, and some farmers are big farmers, but they both need the capital to do the farming. There is need to know from where they arrange capital for the farming. Most small farmers, they borrow money from the money lenders or traders in the village because they are not able to get the loan from the banks, because they are not having that much security or assets to deposit there, because banks they need collateral, and small farmers are not able to arrange that, so banks are not willing to give loans to small farmers. So forcefully they have to go to the money lenders or traders to get the loan from there. But the problem is that The rate of interest on such loans is very high. They are put to great distress to repay the loan. Sometimes they have to work in their lands with less wages, or sometime without wages. They have to work on their lands to repay the loan. So the repayment of such kind of loans are very much painful for the small farmers. Sometimes they have to sell their houses, their land. So these kind of problems are there with the small farmers. It is very tough for them to arrange capital for the farming. In contrast to the small farmers, the medium and large farmers have their own savings from farming. They are thus able to arrange for the capital needed. Large farmers are able to arrange capital for the farming because they are having their own savings. That saving they can use for the next farming season. So in this way they are able to arrange capital easily for them. But why this difference is there, that small farmers are not able to arrange capital easily, they are not able to make the savings, but large farmers are able to make their savings and that they can use for the next farming season. Let us see where there is the problem. Sale of surplus farm products. Now students, as we are talking about that small farmers are not able to arrange capital for the farming, but large farmers are able to manage or arrange the capital for the farming. Students, farmers are producing, both farmers are producing, small farmers as well as the large farmers are producing. But the difference is that small farmers are having less share of land. They are having small size of land. On that they have to do the farming. Whatever they are producing on that land, it is not enough. It is not that much enough to sell in the market. Only that is to consume. That production can fulfill the demand of the family only. It is for the subsistence. Small farmers are growing that much amount so that they can fulfill the demand of their family only. They are not having the extra production to sell in the market. The reason is they are having small size of land, not having proper techniques to grow more. They are not able to manage proper amount of capital for the farming. Different reasons are there behind the less production with the small farmers. Now on the other hand, large farmers are able to grow more. They can manage capital for the farming. Large farmers are growing more, they are producing surplus that is more than the requirement. Extra amount they are producing, that is called surplus. So that surplus amount they can sell in the market and they can get the profit because of that. That profit they can deposit in the bank, they can save it in the banks, and in the next farming season they can use that money to buy different equipments, tractors, threshers, different equipments are needed in the farming, in the modern farming. So they can arrange all that by using their savings. So we have seen that farmers grow crops on their land, and the total amount of crops they grow, they keep a required portion for the consumption of their family. That is the first need of the farmers. The surplus amount is sold by the farmer in the market. This is from where traders buy crops and sell it to the shopkeepers in the cities and towns. So after saving the portion for the consumption, the rest of the amount is sold in the market by the farmers. Those they are growing surplus. Not all the farmers are growing surplus. Some farmers, those are able to grow surplus amount of farm products, they can sell in the market and they can get the profit. Farmers' excessive production is sold in the market and the profit is gained. The profit is called surplus. The farmers use the surplus as capital for the next harvest. Small farmers such as Gobind San and Savita are poor. These examples are taken from your book and have little surplus wheat. They kept most of the share for their own family needs. Large farmers utilizes surplus farm products to arrange capital needed for farming by selling their crops in the market and using in capital. So the small farmers like Gobind's Son and Savita are poor and they are having little surplus of wheat crop, so they are not able to sell it in the market. They kept most of the share for their own family needs. For the consumption only they have kept. Large farmers utilizes surplus farm products to arrange capital needed for farming by selling their crops in market and using in capital. On the other hand, large farmers as students, as we have learnt about farming as the main production activity in Palampur. In the starting of the chapter, we have seen that most of the people in Palampur village are engaged in farming activities. But some people are also engaged in non-farm activities in Palampur. As farming activity is the main occupation of the people, therefore only 25% of the people working in Palampur are engaged in activities other than agriculture. In that, the first we will discuss about the dairy farming as the other common activity performed by the farmers of village Palampur. People feed their buffaloes on various kinds of grass and the jowar and bajra that grows during the rainy season. As farmers are growing different crops, so some crops are food crops as well as fodder crops. So they are able to feed their cattle. Easily fodder is available for the cattle in the rural areas with the farmers. So along with farming, they can manage this dairy farming. Some of the farmers, they sell milk also. Two traders from Shahpur town have set up collection cum chilling centers at Raiganj, from where the milk is transported to far away towns and cities. Students, some of the traders are collecting the milk in villages and they are selling in the towns and cities. They transport milk from villages to towns. So in this way, dairy farming is running in the village Palampur. The next is manufacturing. Students, people in Palampur, they are engaged in small scale manufacturing also. Some of the farmers are growing sugarcane. They are producing jaggery also in the small scale industries. They produce jaggery and then it is sold to traders at Shahpur. In the process, farmers make a small profit. Along with these activities, shopkeeping is also done by the people of Palampur. People involved in trade are not many in Palampur. The traders of Palampur are shopkeepers who buy various goods from wholesale markets in the cities and sell them in the village. You will see small general stores in the village selling a wide range of items like rice, wheat, sugar, tea, oil, biscuits, batteries, candles, even some cloth. A few of the families whose houses are close to the bus stand have used a part of the space to open small shops. They sell eatables. So you can see such kind of shops near to the bus stand. There you can get some products on these places. Now the next is transport, a fast developing sector. There are variety of vehicles on the road connecting Palampur to Raiganj. Rickshawalas, tangawalas, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, and people driving the traditional bullock cart and bogie are people in the transport services. Some people are engaged in the transport services also to earn their livelihood. The number of people involved in transport has grown over the last several years as economic activities are taking place in Palampur. That is, to run these economic activities, different vehicles are needed, and some people are engaged in this activity. Transport, that's why it is a fast developing sector in that region. Now, teaching is also one of the non-farm activities in Palampur. In that, Kareem has opened a computer class center in the village. In the recent years, a large number of students have been attending college in Shahpur town. Kareem found that a number of students from the village are also attending computer classes in the town. There were 2 women in the village who had a degree in computer applications. He decided to employ them. They bought computers and set up classes in the front room of their house overlooking the market. High school students have started attending them in good numbers. So, in this way, we have seen that computer classes also started in village Palampur. Some people are engaged in this activity, they are teaching to others. Many people, they want to get the computer training, so they are joining these classes. So in this way, this is also started in village Palampur as non-farm activities, and it is also for the development of the region. So in this way, we have seen that different non-farm activities are performed by the people in Palampur. So as this is the last topic of this chapter, in this chapter, students, we have discussed about, first of all, the imaginary story of village Palampur, later the factors of production. Then after, we have seen the Green Revolution and different new techniques of farming. Later, we have also seen how the land is distributed in village Palampur, who provides labor, and how the capital is arranged in farming by the small farmers and big farmers. The sale of surplus of farm activities, of farm products, and in the last, non-farm activities. So in this way, we have covered the chapter. I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.